How's it going, fellas, or zebasexuals, as you are? But, I'm trying to debate if I should change this color. Yellow matches the background of my channel. I don't know if, I can go to default. Green, I think I choose. Like, back to yellow, I don't know. I was just debating about changing it or something. But I just settled on default green. I think that's the default. I thought there was a blue, but I guess I was wrong. But, this is a battle, a grab bag battle against TheGuyWhoIsCheating, the guy who's cheating, or the guy who's sitting, my bad, I'm sorry, that just came out naturally. The guy who's sitting, this is a battle against him. It was just a grab bag battle. I brought Howard Palace and all that. He brings, like, Breloom and Toxicroak and all that stuff, and he wanted to try out the Black and White 2 counterparts, but you know, that's just how it is. But let's go ahead and go into this battle of me versus TheGuyWhoIs, and I'm gonna lead off with Spirit Tomb. He's gonna lead off with his Emolga named Dark Knight. I guess that's clever. I guess I don't know. I don't really get it. But Air Slash is gonna happen. It's not gonna do a lot of damage. Hopefully, thank God I didn't get flinch. I'm gonna hit my Will-O-Wisp, and I'm gonna burn the Emolga. When I hit Will-O-Wisp, I was kind of fearing the taunt or the substitute variant, but luckily he just went straight for the Air Slash. But I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Shadow Sneak just to get some residual damage onto this thing before I do get a crit. Probably doesn't really matter that much out into the long run, since he does just encore me into Shadow Sneak anyway. So hopefully I'll be hitting him before he can paralyze me, but he's going to double switch, and I kind of predicted him to switch knowing that I am locked into Shadow Sneak. He can bring in something in free on me, so I figured might as well switch out, bring in Howard Palace, since Howard Palace could probably do the most damage to anything on his team. He's going to go ahead and hit me with the Gear Grind. Not too worried about that. I know I can live it since I do have the Eviolite, but I figured might as well just go for the Fire Fang and smack him in the face with the Fire Fang, and it does like about half, and I get, or less than half, and I get the burn. So yeah, that's. Yeah, in your face. Suck it. So, he's gonna hit me with Gear Grind. I was like, hey, maybe I'll live, or maybe he'll miss. But, no, two more Gear Grinds is gonna be able to take me out barely. And, now I have to bring in, I think, Hitmonchan to try and revenge kill. I could either go for Mach Punch or Drain Punch, but I figured might as well just go for Drain Punch. I thought I would be faster, but apparently he is faster than me and hits me with a return. But, doesn't really matter in the long run, since Drain Punch plus Lefties is gonna put me back at full anyway, so I'm all good to go. So, I think here he's just gonna bring in Mew to, threaten me out with whatever, so, you know, that's gonna happen. So, he's gonna bring out To My Ears, and this Mew turns out to be, like, the bane of my existence throughout this match for some reason. I don't know. So I'll go into Dim Jaws, and he's gonna go ahead and set up Rocks, which is, I was not really expecting Stealth Rocks for Mew, but I was thinking more maybe of like an attack or maybe a status variant on the Switch, but he goes for the taunt. I just go ahead and go for the Bulldoze since it is stab, Sheer Force boosted, Life Orb. Probably should just put Earthquake on it just because, you know, it actually turns out to be more base power, but I didn't haven't edited this poke in a while, but I figured might as well just go for the Crunch since it seems like he wants to stay in, but he actually switches out into Emolga thinking I'm gonna go for another Bulldoze, but that's whatever. So he goes for the bulk up here, and I'm like, alright, cool, I can just go for the Fire Fangs, +1 doesn't really matter anything, super effective, Sheer Force boosted with the Life Orb, should still do a fuck ton to the Breloom, so that actually does do a lot. I'm thinking maybe I could probably leave the hit since I am a Steelix, essentially. My defenses aren't that bad, but he goes for the Mach Punch, Technician boosted with +1. Turns out he gets a crit, which kind of sucks because I could have been able to take out this Breloom, probably. I'm thinking I could have lived, but, you know, that's just that whole thing. But he's going to take me out. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Fugu Wugu, and going to go ahead and get that Intimidate, plus, you know, I don't know if Bullet Punch is neutral or super effective. I can't remember because I don't know if Poison resists Grass. It might, but Bullet Punches, I think he gets 3 Bullet Punches, which actually turns out to hurt a lot, and it doesn't say super effective, so I guess it is neutral on me. And here I go for Toxic Spikes, and then I remember he has a fucking Toxicroak, so I was like, oh well, derp. Could have gone for like Spikes or something, but no, I ended up going for Toxic Spikes. That it's going to come back to actually bite me in the ass, because one layer of spikes would have been nice, but he's going to go ahead and hit him with Aqua Jet, since I know it probably won't take him out because of the +1 and resisted. Since I'm not invested in attack, I might as well just bring him down to hopefully where Life Orb takes him out, and turns out to be the case. Doubled down. He's going to end up bringing in Toxicroak to go ahead and absorb those Toxic Spikes. I'm going to go ahead and go back into my original lead, which is the Spirit Tomb, and I figured he might bring that in, and I could probably go for a Will-O-Wisp, or, you know, threaten him out with the Will-O-Wisp, because who really wants to get a burn Toxicroak? So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse, because I figured he's probably going to want to switch into something, hit him with the Stab Dark Pulse, hit the Dark Pulse, because I figured Synchronize, he probably would want to do that. Turns out to do a lot of damage, which is great, so I'm like, okay, I probably should be able to... I know that, like, either he's going to taunt me, or I'm thinking he's going to taunt Soft-Boiled or something, and I'm hoping like this will take him out. But turns out he's going to have the transform, as like most Mews do, and he's going to transform into me. And here I was like, okay, he has my Pain Split, so he's going to Pain Split me. Shouldn't be that bad. Maybe I can Shadow Sneak kill him, is what I did not think. I did not think that at all. I was like, okay, I don't want my Spirit Tomb to be burned or anything in case the off chance that he lives a Shadow Sneak or whatever. So I'm going to go into Vanillux, kind of as fodder. And I guess I totally forgot the whole about Pain Split, the English. Forgot about the whole Pain Split aspect of that. And he's going to Pain Split, get some HP, bring me down, and I'm like, okay, I don't think Mirror Coat works on Spirit Tomb because of Dark type, so I'm like, alright, I'll go for Ice Beam since it is Stab, and it should be able to do lots of damage. He's going to smack me with a Dark Pulse. It's not going to do a lot, but it's going to bring me down to 46. I was thinking maybe I could live a Shadow Sneak and hit him with another Ice Beam, hopefully take him out, but turns out not to be the case. Shadow Sneak is actually going to be able to take me out, and he's going to be back into the yellow, so I'm like, okay, I have to go into Spirit Tomb. I can't really go into Hitmonchan. I don't think I don't think Ice Punch would really take it out at the HP he is at, and because Spirit Tomb actually, has some good typing, and Mew's natural bulk is just fucking retarded. So he's actually gonna burn me here. I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse, hopefully to take him out, and no, that turns out to be the case. Doesn't do jack diddly shit to it, and I'm just like, okay, well, fuck. So Shadow Sneak's gonna take it out because I'm burned. So I might as well. It's like, okay, so I might as well just burn it so I can Shadow Sneak it, maybe with the combo of burn and all that. That'll negate his leftovers. But no, I missed the Will-O-Wisp, so I throw my DS across the room, and I'm like, well, fuck. Okay, so that's totally out the window. I'm gonna get like demolished by Shadow Sneak burn, and my only chance of like actually getting past his Toxicroak and maybe his his Empoleon's not that big of a difference. It does have Pataya, but I do have the Drain Punch Mach Punch combo. Might be able to take on Empoleon pretty well, but I really need Spirit Tomb to take care of that Toxicroak, but turns out it's not going to be the case. I think he's going to Shadow Sneak me to death, I believe, and I'm going to die. He's going to be at a comfortable amount of HP, I think. He's going to be like almost yellow, almost red. Or he's like in the borderline of that, and I'm like, okay, hopefully Ice Punch will be able to take it out, or I'm going to get burned. So gonna go ahead and go with the Ice Punch, and it does take him out, which is great, because, fuck you, Spirit Tomb / Mew Tomb. Mew Tomb, fucking annoying as shit. Just so annoying. So he's gonna bring in the Lotion, which is his Toxicroak, and he's gonna go ahead and go for the Sword Stance. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hit you with an Ice Punch. Maybe I'll get the freeze, hopefully. If I get the freeze, that would be amazing. But it turns out, don't get the freeze. And then I'm just gonna get like my shit pushed by a +2 Drain Punch from Toxicroak, because Dreamworld, not Dreamworld. Not Dreamworld, but really Toxicroak. Didn't he get Drain Punch in 4th Gen? I can't remember. I didn't really play much 4th Gen. But that's going to be the match. It was a fun game. I think it was like a 2-0 or whatever. I think it might have been 2-0. Yeah, I think it was like 2-0. It was still pretty fun. It had its moments. Howard Powell's burning and like, wrecking a Clang for a little bit, I guess, was pretty cool. But, it was fun and over and all. But I'll just go ahead and share my thoughts about this match, or the guy who is cheating, because, he puts 252 in all of his stats. I don't know. He's a cool guy and all, but I guess he's just just a cheater or whatever. If you're gonna play him, just be prepared to face Pokemon with 252 and all stats and all sorts. But making it a 2-0, I guess, is a pretty close game. I'll just go ahead and end it here. I'll catch you Zebra Sexuals later. Cheers.